Okay, strap yourselves in, because today we're going deep, deep, deep into some seriously strange lyrics.
Oh yeah, buckle up.
We're talking about Yellow Frog Legs from the Five Starcle Men.
The five Starcle Men?
Now, if you haven't heard of them,
Most people haven't.
well, there's a reason for that. They're like the definition of underground music.
I mean, we're talking seriously obscure,
Deep cuts only.
deep, deep, deep cuts.
And their lyrics, well, let's just say they're not exactly known for being straightforward.
Cryptic is putting it mildly.
Yeah, cryptic, bizarre, mind-boggling, all of the above.
They definitely make you think.
And Yellow Frog Legs is, well, it's a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah, prime example.
So in this deep dive, we're not necessarily looking for like a definitive meaning because, honestly, there might not be one.
It's more about the journey, you know?
Exactly. It's about exploring the imagery, the themes. Like, what are they even trying to say?
And just appreciating the sheer weirdness of it all.
Right, because it's definitely weird.
Oh, absolutely.
So let's just dive right in, shall we? First verse. And they hit us with lines like, Rowdy Roddy Piper, for sale at your nearest handlebars.
Handlebars.
Yeah, handlebars. What does that even mean?
I mean, I have no idea.
Then it's like, bikers at the landmark?
Bikers, landmarks, okay.
And then, and I love this one, goddamn, can I eat trams and glass people?
Okay, now we're talking.
It's like, what is happening?
pure chaos.
It's pure chaos. It's like a fever dream, but like on steroids?
Yeah, fever dream on like super strength hallucinogens or something.
So help me out here. Like, what are we dealing with?
Well, it's interesting, right? Because they're using this technique called non sequiturs.
Non sequitur.
Yeah, basically, just throwing together these images that have absolutely no logical connection.
So like just random weirdness for the sake of being weird?
Not necessarily. See, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because it's almost like a Daddyist painting or something. Like, they're trying to shock you. They want to challenge the way you see the world, break down those normal ways of thinking.
So there's like an artistic intention behind it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just randomness.
I wouldn't say so. It's like a puzzle box.
Okay.
They're giving you these weird, disjointed pieces, and it's up to you to try and put it together.
I like that. A puzzle box. And speaking of puzzles, there's this phrase that pops up again and again throughout the song. Yellow frog legs for my evil spell.
Oh, yeah, that one gets me every time.
It's repeated like a mantra almost.
Definitely a mantra.
What's the deal with that? What do you think they're going for there?
Well, I mean, on the surface, it could be a literal spell, right? Like some kind of dark magic ritual.
Yeah.
But I think it could also be a metaphor.
For what?
Well, maybe something like the seductive power of forbidden knowledge.
Okay.
That kind of dangerous curiosity.
Yeah.
And the repetition, that's crucial too, right? Because it creates this feeling of ritual, of unease.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to cast a spell on the listener.
Exactly. The song itself becomes the spell, pulling you into their world.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
We're getting there.
So we've got these bizarre images, this creepy hypnotic phrase, and then in the second verse, things get even weirder.
But that's even possible.
It is. We've got lines about modern witches controlling evil swimming pool hells.
Evil swimming pool hells. I love that.
Right, but then it's contrasted with images of angels arranging orange pineapples.
Okay, so we've got witches, angels, swimming pool hells, pineapples. What's going on?
It's like a cosmic fruit salad gone wrong.
That's one way to put it.
But seriously, what do you make of those contrasting images? It's like good versus evil, but not.
Exactly. I think they're playing with those traditional notions of good and evil, heaven and hell, but they're blurring the lines.
Blurring the lines.
Yeah, like they're making you question those easy categories, those binaries.
Because maybe it's not that simple.
Right. Maybe nothing is purely black and white, good or evil.
Okay, so we're going deeper, we're getting philosophical now.
Getting philosophical.
And just when you think you might be starting to grasp things, they hit you with
Brace yourself.
these lines about dead children that have never lived.
Oh, that's a tough one.
And then nothingness, choosing God as the first freckle.
Okay, whoa. Yeah.
What does that even mean? I'm lost.
It's definitely the most abstract part of the song, but maybe it's about existentialism, that feeling of searching for meaning in a world that just doesn't make sense.
Okay, existentialism.
Yeah, and that image of dead children that have never lived.
Yeah.
It's haunting, right? Maybe it's about unrealized potential and all the possibilities that could have been but never were.
Like that. And nothingness, choosing God as the first freckle. It's so strange, but also kind of beautiful.
Right. Like this idea that even the divine, even God, is just this tiny speck in the vastness of nothingness.
Wow, okay. So we've gone through the surreal imagery, the cryptic motifs, the existential dread, and then bam! They hit you with the last line. And that, I'm surely your friends.
Talk about a curveball.
Right. After this crazy, wild lyrical ride, it's like, wait, who are you? And why should I trust you?
Exactly. It's like they're introducing this unreliable narrator, someone whose perspective is completely warped.
And you're left questioning, like, was any of that real? What was the point?
I don't think there are any easy answers. But that's what makes Yellow Frog Legs so compelling, right?
Yeah, it's not a song that gives you all the answers, it's a song that makes you ask the questions.
It challenges you to think for yourself, to find your own meaning in the madness.
And maybe that's the point.
Maybe there is no point.
Maybe that's the beauty of it.
Who knows?
So, what do you think? What's Yellow Frog Legs all about? Hit us up on social media, let us know your thoughts. And until next time, keep diving deep
Keep diving.
into the strange and wonderful world of music
And lyrics.
and lyrics, especially the weird ones.
Especially weird.
Because sometimes those are the ones that stick with you the most.
Absolutely.
See you next time.